and I can't really explain why I know that. Guess what happened? I freaked out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Dominic, but you can call me Dom. I'm like the YouTube version of an uncomfortable conversation with your neighbor that you kind of know. So it's not completely uncomfortable, but you still don't want to do it.
God, I wish I was dead.
As many of you know, I had my tarot cards read a month ago. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I actually did a video on my first tarot card experience. I will put a link to the video right up here. It will provide you some backstory. Go ahead and click it. And while you're just clicking, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. So anyway, on with the video. So anyways, I got my tarot cards read about a month ago, and weird shit's been happening ever since then. So basically this video is just an update of all the weird shit that's happened in my life. I'm gonna list off things, and I'm going to save the best for last, so please keep watching if you want to see it really get insane. The first situation I want to touch on, something that happened, it was a little weird. It could be just a coincidence, but as you see later on in this video, I'm starting to believe that they're not coincidences, that there's something more. So this one happened whenever I was at work. It was a normal day. It was extremely sunny, and I live in Florida, so as many of you know, that means it's extremely hot. So hot. So it was extremely sunny. Clear skies all around. It looked like a very nice summer day. And as I was walking back from lunch, I just mentioned to myself, that's weird, it hasn't rained today. After that, I went to the bathroom before I actually got back to work. And when I went into the bathroom, once again, clear skies. When I came out, it was monsooning. Did I create that, or did I know about it, or was it just a coincidence? I don't know. Either way, I was pissed because I had to walk back to work in the rain. That's the important part of this story, not even the fact that I might have predicted it. It's the fact that I had to walk back in the rain, and it was terrible. I was very wet. I have low battery. And okay, I know what you're thinking. That does sound like a coincidence. And Dom, you are crazy. That's probably true. But I have more evidence. There's been a lot of little things that have gone on in my life that I have predicted, essentially. I've had so many feelings of like saying, wouldn't it be funny if this happened? And it happened the same day, if not at the same time, a few minutes later. So here's a specific incident. So I have a friend and his friend. My friend, we'll name him Steve. His name is Steve, so that's why I named him Steve. That's not. And the other one, we'll call him Tony.
Someone call me?
Yeah, but like not you, Tony. I'm just using it as a fake name.
But it's my real name.
I know your real name, but it's not you.
Okay.
I'm just using that name. How did you get in here?
Okay.
Okay, you could see your foot in the frame. Get it out. Okay, anyway, maybe let's not name him Tony. Let's just name him Jim. So one night I was hanging out with Steve, and I just asked him if the next day if he'd want to hang out. He told me no, because he's hanging out with his friend Jim. And the last thing that I said to him that night was, well, if Jim can't hang out, let me know, and then we'll hang out and do something. So the next day, Steve wakes up, and the first thing he does is check his phone, and it's a text from Jim, and Jim got sick out of nowhere, and he can't hang out today. I might have made someone sick. I'm a monster. Okay, the more I hear some of these out loud, they do kind of sound like coincidences, but I'm telling you, something weird is going on. I'm not crazy. Are you watching Snapchats while I'm trying to film?
You're not talking.
So again, this one happened at work. I have this coworker, let's just name him Hat. I need I'm gonna name it an object, just so it can't be traced at all. We'll name him Hat.
I have this coworker. Let's just name him Hat.
So I had just gotten to work. I haven't even checked to see who's at work today. I didn't even know Hat worked. So at work, I have this kind of headset that we use to communicate throughout the day. And I just got this weird feeling that I should go check on Hat. The more I say the name out loud, it sounds so weird. During this time, over my headset, I hear them ask me to come to the office. So as I start walking to the office, one of my other coworkers asks, what do you think is going on? I get this weird push in my chest. I can't really describe it. It's almost just like a push in my chest. Just. I immediately said, it's something to do with hat. And then I kind of snapped out of it, and I'm like, how do I know that? Why do I know that? He's like, well, it could be something else. And I said, no, I for some reason know 100% it is something to do with hat, and I can't really explain why I know that. Guess what f***ing happened? It's something to do with hat. I know how crazy I sound, but just please stick with me. That's weird, right? Is that not f***ing weird? Maybe I am losing it.
What's happening right now?
He showed me a meme. Alright, so another thing that happened was I have a friend who got into a car accident. She's probably watching this. She knows who she is. So she got into a car accident and she told me all about it. She's okay. Don't worry. So a couple days pass and I start wondering, oh, how is she doing? So I'm like, maybe I should text her and check in on her. I open up my phone and I go and start typing a message, and immediately she texts me explaining how she is doing. I'm a psychic. That's the only explanation. I don't need any logical explanations. I'm a psychic. But is that not weird? Okay, those were all the little coincidences that I thought were just very freaky and very weird. There was a bunch more, and I'm starting to believe that they're not really coincidences, that there's gotta be something more, like I'm either intuitive or I'm psychic. For the clickbait of the video, I'm psychic. I knew it! But now the big one that I can't explain like whatsoever, and the one that I literally think is very paranormal. There is no other fucking explanation. So in my tarot card video, if you remember, I talked about having my great-grandmother follow me. That sounds weird. The ghost of my great-grandmother.
My great-grandmother's presence.
My great-grandmother's presence was always around me.
There you go.
There we go. Following me just sounds weird. My great-grandmother is stalking me. That's a title. Maybe I should make the video about that. My great-grandmother is stalking me. So in the video, I explained that the presence of my great-grandmother is always around me. So if you remember me saying in my tarot card video, I was a skeptic about anything that had to do with ghosts and stuff like that. I've never really dealt with that. When it comes to the whole paranormal thing, throughout my childhood and throughout most of my adult life, I've been very skeptical. I really haven't had many paranormal experiences, if at all. Well, ever since then, I can no longer say that I'm a skeptic. So the first weird paranormal experience that happened was right after I filmed the tarot card video. I had to be in early at work the next day, and I was tossing and turning in bed all night. I didn't check the clock for hours, mainly because I was scared to see what time it was, because I'm not good at sleeping anyway, and I didn't want to know how badly I was the next morning. So I didn't check the time, and I was tossing and turning because I was thinking of video ideas, and I was thinking of how I was going to edit the video, and I was having a thought, just like a thought of the video, and in the middle of the thought, I said, hey, it's 1:40, and then continued the thought. That woke me up because it felt like that thought was implanted into my head. I sound insane, but it's true. It woke me up, and immediately I started panicking and thinking, it's 1:40, wait, why do I know that? Of course, I checked the time, and it's 1:40. I don't care what the skeptics say, there's no way I could have known that. That's a very specific thing to guess, and it sounded very judgmental too. Roll the clip. Pretty much what I learned is my great-grandmother is judging me. Not in like a mean way, but more of just judging me, because even the dead judge me. After that, the weird coincidence started happening, and I edited the video and I uploaded it, and it was the video that you guys saw. Well, my cousin called me and said that he saw my video, and he was talking about how my great-grandmother is always around me, and he said that's really weird. Do you remember what happened when you were 3? He said that grandma was showing you a picture of her mom, my great-grandma, and she died before I ever met her. And she was just showing me pictures and just showing me family albums, and she was like, that's my mom. And my 3-year-old self did some freaky and told my grandma, no, I've met her. No, I hadn't. Oh, that still gives me goosebumps. Whenever my cousin told me that, I freaked out. There's no other way to say it. Like, I'm still thinking about it, and that still freaks me out. Are kids like more susceptible to that type of stuff? And as many of you know, kids are more susceptible to like the spiritual world and that kind of paranormal stuff. I don't know what else to say except that is all I have to say on that.
Well said, well spoken.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna say that wraps up this quick video just in case it is quick. I was cut out by fucking douche and it ends up being 10 minutes. Alright guys, that wraps up this quick video and this quick little update. Some of you might think I might sound crazy, and the odds are I probably am. I don't get that much sleep, so I might just be losing it. It's a possibility. But like, it's weird though, right? But yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I make new videos every single week, so if you're not too weirded out by me, I would appreciate it if you clicked it. I need to like completely wrap it up.
Sorry.
As I say, no wait, I need a complete wrap up. I look at the camera and I just see her. Alright, I will see you guys next time for another new video.
That noise you made.
I always make sound effects.